EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live final round coverage of the Boston Championship. We're here at TPC Boston in Massachusetts. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo for EA Sports, set to bring you all of the action. And Frank, how does this course set up for the golfers out here today?
Well, Gil Hands and Brad Faxon, they did a lot of changes a few years back to sort of open up some of the driving areas. Consequently, you see there's a little bit more of a reward for the longer hitters. Fairways aren't really as tight as what you'll see on some other golf courses. Long and straight certainly gives you a big advantage at TPC Boston.
This is host of the Deutsche Bank Championship. That's a tournament that is part of the FedEx Cup playoffs. Excellent looking shot here.
That's an absolute beauty.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
What a nice shot. Right on the green and a pretty easy putt on the way. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Frank, you can feel the momentum shifting.
You can. It might look tight at the top at the moment, but you definitely get the impression we're going to see a change in the lead very soon.
Beautiful birdie right there. And that's going to stay on the fairway here at the second hole. Chance to set himself up for a good scoring opportunity with his second shot here. This one looks right on point. Frank, that is how it's done.
Yeah, take a gross of those. That is a lesson in itself.
And now a chance for eagle. What an opportunity, a putt for eagle. Oh, Frank, this is a good tournament. Time for the lead after that eagle.
Huge eagle. Rich, what a time to do that.
Frank, you've talked about this sort of New England feel they gave this golf course when they remodeled it. This is a pretty good example here at the third hole.
Yeah, that stone wall behind just sort of makes the golf course look like it's been there forever. They have tweaked the green a little bit on that left side, created a little bit of a ridge. You can sort of play the ball off that if you know where you're going.
This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I'd say.
That is classy.
They had a chance of going in.
Made a par in his previous round. This time, it's for birdie. Frank, this is the kind of start every player wants.
Yeah, swinging it well. Certainly hitting the ball in the right place there. And, yep, good thing, too. He's actually putting well.
Frank, at 298 yards, the fourth is reachable for just about every professional. What might scare them off?
Well, that bunker on the left, that's really actually a chance to showcase your skills, and that's where you realize how much better professional golfers are. A good bunker play, especially on a hole like 4, and then you will get well rewarded.
This is a great place for a fan to watch, isn't it?
It is. You see so many different short shots around this green. The bunker shots from the left side, if you hit it over the back on the right, the little bump and run through the little valley in the green. Fun hole to watch.
Perfectly placed tee shot will set up an eagle opportunity, but then you see quite a few bogeys made here as well.
Yeah, if you stray a little bit, leave the ball too far short, then you have to play that pitch across the bunker. That's no fun.
So the second of the par 4 goes begging, and now I'll have to rely on the short game.
Yeah, but a short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. Let's see if he does it here.
And it is in.
Amazing. Amazing.
Frank, the opening at TPC Boston, you could describe it as fun, gettable. It starts to change in character here at the 5th, doesn't it?
Yeah, beautiful par 4. You've got to be cognizant of exactly how far you can fly the ball, though, because there's 3 distinct sections of this green.
Be a little disappointed with that because it lands in the rough and it appears to be fairly thick over there. 115 to the hole. Frank, mistake-free golf. You hope you can keep it together. Possibility of a very special round here.
Yeah, the only real thing to worry about is not to get too far ahead of yourself. At the moment, the swing looks tremendous. And just keep the round ticking over, one hole at a time. I know it sounds like a cliche, but right now, he's exactly where he wants to be.
And getting ready for the putt. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. All right, Frank, now to the 6th hole. It's a 465-yard par 4. What are the keys?
Well, it's framed beautifully by the trees just in front of the tee, so you know exactly where you're trying to go down there. 2 little bunkers on the right if you stray a little right, and if you stray a little left, you might just make it to the water.
And now it's right in his wheelhouse. Good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. With that ball sitting up, you can bring it in high, you can bring it in low. The choice is yours. Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
He's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track. This for another birdie on this hole on the week. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. 7th hole, Frank, is a muscular par 5, 600 yards. What's the way to play it?
Just tee it up and hit it as hard as you can. Get this one on the fairway here, then you've got no problem carrying that huge cross bunker with your second shot. Can we get a measure on that one? That's enormous. Second shot. There's a bunker over there.
I think he's headed for it. Sometimes you get breaks, and he got one right there.
Yeah, I guess the bunker was a little smaller than I thought it was. It looked green for that.
So this is the 3rd shot to the par 5. Trying to generate some momentum here at the 7th hole. This for birdie. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. Continues to putt beautifully. Coming off the long par 5 7th, now a par 3, 213 yards. What's the 8th hole all about?
Another hole that picks with the same theme. Really want to fly this nice and high. That narrow part at the front of the green really is to be avoided unless the flag is there. Safely on deck. And it was almost like that's what he wanted to do, but why would you want it to run over the back?
Now that is a shot that would be replayed over and over. Frank, looking at the 8th, par 3 of 213 yards, obviously short, is trouble.
Yeah, that's where it's narrow. Ideally, you want to fly that ball more, sort of at least 10 or 12 yards onto this green, where it starts to widen up. Ah, nice.
Looks good. Good strike, good lie. Good chance to attack the pin. Frank, here at the 9th, what are most players trying to do?
Well, you really have to be aware of that bunker. That's about 25 yards short of the green. If you finish up there, that's one of the hardest shots in golf, the long bunker shot. So you've got to carry that, even if you want to run the ball onto this green.
Good chance at one. Can't hide the flagstick from that man. They par yesterday, this one for birdie. Drops it in for birdie. Well, that was a nearly flawless performance on the front side, but Frank, we know it's an 18-hole game, isn't it?
That's right. Now's not the time to pat yourself on the back.
A great way to start a hole, nicely placed in the fairway. Second shot, good look at the green. Birdie try up next. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Wow, I can't believe he found the cup on that one.
Clean up on aisle 5.
Moving on to the 11th here, Frank, and this par 3 has to be the toughest here at TPC Boston. 231 yards. How do you handle this one?
Well, it plays a little uphill, so this hole really does suit the high ball flyers. There's a big ridge in the middle of the green, so when that flag's on the back, you've got to hit your best shot.
He's knocked it on the green, but not in a great position. This is a difficult chance coming up here. Long birdie try. So a good lag putt there, Frank.
Yeah, the whole idea of a lag putt, sometimes you build a 3 or a 4 foot circle and just try and get it inside that. Good putt. Good solid stroke there, no sign of nerves on that.
12th hole now, looking at 461 yards on this par 4.
It doesn't look like there's much trouble off the tee, and that's because the trouble's with the second shot, that hazard to the right of this green.
Well, this one has a chance to be really good. Outstanding tee shot.
Yeah, ball's sitting up. You don't have to worry about the wind or anything there. You just take a full-blooded cut at the second shot from here. This looks like it's going to find the target.
Doing whatever he wants with that golf ball. Moving it left, moving it right, hitting it straight when it's called for. He's doing it all. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Frank, this is a player in full flight right now.
It looks too easy right now.
Ball's teed up at the par 4 13th.
And you want to keep that ball in the air as much as you can. Carry that air on the left side. That's a big tee shot, somewhere in that sort of 300-yard mark.
He makes a great pass at the golf ball. It's powerful, but it's rhythmic at the same time. Frank, such an advantage when you can hit that far.
It's not fair.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Beautiful shot. That is tight.
Unbelievable. That is one to savor for the rest of the round.
Locked in on the read and the speed. Drops for a birdie. Back here at the par 4 14th, ready to tee off. This is a big dog leg to the left. 495-yard hole, Frank.
Yeah, don't try and hug that left side too much. There's a bunch of little mounds, and the chances of getting a good lie there, next to none.
That was just a beautiful drive and hit it solid and right in the middle. Good lie in the fairway, a good chance to make something happen here. Vijay Singh, Charlie Hoffman, and Big Henrik Stenson, they all have one thing in common. They all tied for the low tournament score at TPC Boston, 22 under.
And they're all good. Yeah, this is a golf course that obviously gives in to the longer hitters. And if there's just a little bit of sting taken out of the greens, then these long hitters have a huge advantage.
And it makes the green in regulation. Just a couple of feet. Good roll. Frank, at the 14th down, anytime you get a par 4 that is almost 500 yards, it gets your attention.
It does play downhill, though, so you don't have to smash away here. It's better if you can get something moving a little right to left. Then it will take the natural slope. You get a little more yardage out of it that way.
Oh, come on, that's not even human. That's ridiculous. That is 350-plus yards. And he's set up for his second shot here, looking to knock it on the green. Oh, looked like he caught a flyer right there, Frank. No way! He hold it, Frank.
Great pitch up.
Frank, here at the 16th, you really see this sort of New England character, don't you?
Yeah, that stone wall now protects that sort of two-tiered green. And it sort of showcases the golf course. It just fits in beautifully with what Hans and Faxon have done to the golf course.
Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. Superb shot.
It's as good as it's going to get. There's going to be no worries about making that one.
See if he can go one better than yesterday when he made par. This putt for birdie. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Frank, the 17th here at TPC Boston underwent quite a radical change.
Yeah, that renovation and that redesign that they did, it changed the character of the hole, but they still kept that big mound in the middle of the green. So that second shot is still punishing if you misjudge it.
And players nursing a lead, they might want to think about playing it safe down the right side, but if you're trying to make up some ground, you could try to fly the church pews that divide the fairway into two sections, and that would give you a nice short wedge in.
Yeah, give you a short wedge in, but really the risk, is it worth it? That's an absolute beauty.
Setting up for an approach shot here. Well, that's how you do it. Hit it close, take the pressure off that putt. That one should be no problem. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point.
Can't birdie them all, Rich.
So just a formality here. Did the job right there. On to the finishing hole here at TPC Boston. What can we expect, Frank?
Drive down the left side, and then it's all about the second shot.
Good tee shot, right in the fairway, and plenty long.
Second shot.
Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. Couldn't have done much better than that. An eagle is very possible. To win the Boston Championship. Count that for eagle. Just a great putt and a great win.